Business Academy. This is Lady T, and I'll be taking you through a step-by-step guide on how to invest in 24 karat gold. Now, this training is going to last for approximately 1 hour 30 minutes, and in between the training, I'll be taking a few questions briefly. If your question is going to take us too long to clear up, we'll have to skip it for the time being. You may need to contact our team leader if no one responds to your question during this webinar. Now, once again, I want to say welcome. Thank you for honoring our invitation to attend this online training. Now, let's do it, guys. There is no time to waste. Unzip your wealth. Invest in gold now. As we progress, you will understand why. At the Gold Business Academy, we don't believe in working for money. We believe in creating assets that generate wealth. A very popular writer, Robert Kiyosaki, once said, "The rich people don't work for money. They work for assets." The truth is, if you really have plans for your money, they would spend less time in the bank. Now, the old rule of money says, save money. Master the rules. If you truly had investments and projects, you would have little time to keep your money in the bank. Now, that's why the new rule of money says savers are losers, because they don't know what to do with their money. So they keep saving and saving. But unfortunately, money loses value over time. It always depreciates. I'll illustrate this later as we roll on. The old now That's why the new rule of money says hedge your money. Invest your hard-earned money in things that will keep it or that will help it retain its value over time, no matter the situation of world economics. Now, at the Gold Business Academy, we don't just teach people how to hedge money with gold, we'd also teach you how to build a residual income with it. There are three things that we teach at the Gold Business Academy. One, we'll teach you how to buy and sell gold free of charge. Secondly, we'll also teach you for free how to buy into investment gold to build a residual income. Then thirdly, for a paltry sum of 200 euros, we could teach you how to trade investment gold on the Forex platform. I'm sorry guys, everything cannot be free. We need to attach money value, or we need to attach value to some specific form of information that you need to get. But let me tell you one thing. At the end of this training, you can actually get this training for free. There is a way out, but you have to stay on to the end of this training to find out how to get this training for free if you don't want to pay 200 euros for it. So why invest in gold? There are so many reasons why you need to invest in gold, but I'll give you a few reasons. One, you will agree with me that pure gold never rusts. Its value can be preserved over years and passed from one generation to the next. Gold never depreciates in value. Its value appreciates over time. In the diagram on the screen, you will see that in 2005, 1 ounce of gold was valued at 380 euros, but in 2015, the same 1 ounce of gold was valued at 1080 euros. Oops. Now that's a lot of difference, right? About 200% increase. But if we use the Nigerian currency, for example, let's use the Nigerian currency for example. About 100,000 naira worth of cash 30 years ago in Nigeria is only valued at about 4,000 naira today. But 100,000 naira worth of gold 30 years ago is now worth about 4.4 million naira today. Now guys, the difference is very, very clear. While gold has been appreciating in value, currencies have been dropping in value. Now that's because gold is not affected by central bank policies or fiscal policies or the whims and caprices of the government as we see in currency. Now this is the reason why gold is one of the most stable currencies on the Forex market. It brings us to the fact that many people don't even know they can actually trade gold on Forex. Remember I told you earlier that in this academy we teach people how to buy and sell raw gold or investment gold. But most importantly, we have a team of expert Forex traders that will teach you how to trade gold on Forex market without losing a dime. Would also teach you how to turn $100 into $1,000 trading gold on Forex in just 30 days. It's very easy, guys, but you need to learn. You need to be patient enough to learn these things. And it's not going to come for free. It's not going to come cheap. It's not going to come free. Like I said earlier, the value attached to it is 200 euros for this particular trading. But there is a way out. If you want the way out, please stay tuned to the end of this training. Now, I repeat again, yes, it's possible for you to turn $100 into $1,000 just by trading gold on Forex. It's our trade secret. Not every Forex trader knows how to trade gold on the Forex market. It's a special course for every member who is interested. Now, let's move on. It says also that it's also important for you to note that gold exists in limited quantities on Earth. Only 215,000 tons have been explored, 175,000 tons have been produced, but 40,000 tons are yet to be extracted, waiting for more generations to come. Now, it's also worthy to note that most industries would rather produce with gold if it were possible. From jewelries to electronics and pharmaceuticals, gold is the preferred metal for productions because of its durability and aesthetic value. Wow, imagine a car that is made of gold, right? Imagine a house that is built with gold. Isn't it beautiful? Now, did you just ask if it's possible? Duh, it is possible if only you're ready to work for it. Now, let's move on. Still on the appreciating value of gold, in 1970, $1 million could buy as much as 890 kg of gold. In the year 2000, the same $1 million could only get 103 kilograms of gold. In 2016, the value even dropped further to 23 kg. Wow. Now, let me tell you something. Gold is the most liquid asset. It can easily be exchanged for cash or other valuables. Also, in most countries, gold is not subject to taxation. Ray Dalio said, if you don't own gold, you neither know history nor economics. Paul Singer went on to say, it makes a great deal of sense to own gold. Stanley Druckenmiller went further to say, we regard gold as a currency and it remains our largest currency allocation. Now do me a favor, Google the names of these three great men, then you would know why their advice is important to anyone who wants to succeed in the 21st century. Now back to the real reason for this webinar. What if you could acquire gold at just 10% of its cost and a one-time out-of-the-pocket payment? I'll show you how. Let me officially introduce you to the Swissgold Market, an international online gold bullion shop. For full details on the Swissgold Market, please visit for full details on the Swissgold Market. If you also want gold news, company updates, please visit www.sg.market. I repeat, www.sg.market. Now, the Swissgold Market is involved in the buying, repurchasing, delivery, and storage of gold from 1 gram to 100 gram with clients from over 100 countries. Swissgold Market is a web shop that trades in 24 karat investment gold bars of 99.99 purity, weighing from 1 to 100 grams from world-renowned manufacturers licensed by London-based Metal Association. It was registered on the 14th of June 2012 with registration number 1717837. You can look this up on the British Financial Commission website bvifsc.vg. Now, the administrative office of the Swissgold Market used to be in Great Britain, but that has been moved officially to Stuttgart, Germany, with a new distribution center in Hong Kong. Today, the Swissgold Market has over 10 administrative offices in various parts of the world, including China, Dubai, India, Algeria, Morocco, Italy, Japan, Russia, Mexico, to mention a few. Now back to the sub-Saharan Africa. The only Swiss gold office in our region is located in Lagos, Nigeria, with a registration number of 1412093. Now meet Max Lawrence, the marketing director of the Swiss Gold Company worldwide. It would also interest you to know that Brian Tracy, a well-known author, is a regular speaker at the Swiss Gold events. Now here is a picture of Brian Tracy with some of the top leaders of the Swiss Gold market at a conference in Germany. You should also meet Dixon. Now, this is the director of the Swiss Gold Africa office and other top leaders of the Swiss Gold market at a conference in Italy. Here, this is a picture of some other team leaders in the company. Pictures of leaders from all over the world, especially Nigeria, at a conference, at a Swiss Gold conference. Now, there are two ways to buy investment gold bars from the internet shop of Swiss Gold Market. One, be a customer, buy investment gold bars, keep it for storage or to hedge your money, and then you can resell later when the prices rise. Or secondly, you can be an ambitious customer like me, build a lucrative business through the accumulative business program. The choice is yours, guys. You'll make your own decision after this training. Now, if you choose to build a lucrative business with it, like we do at the Gold Academy, you're only expected to pay 10% of the actual value of gold you will get on the long run and earn bonuses 3 times in 3 cycles. Now, this is a prepayment. Please take note. I did not say investment. I said prepayment. This is a prepayment for the actual value of gold you're going to get later 3 times in 3 cycles. We're going to give you more details on that as we progress. Now, how does it work? It's simple. It simply works for those who want to build a business with this company. This is how it works. First, you make a prepayment of 10% of a complete earnings cycle. Take note again, I said prepayment. This is not an investment scheme. Make a prepayment of 10% for a complete earning cycle, then refer to customers like you. The company will make a turnover, you earn a bonus reward. Simple. Now, many people ask me if this is real gold. Hello, we're talking about 24 karat gold, 99.9% pure and unadulterated. On the screen are pictures of some of our members who have received their gold bars in recent past. Now, please take note once again, this is not a money laundering scheme or money doubling scheme. This is 100% tangible gold. It's real gold, guys, and this can be shipped to you through insured mail with DHL to anywhere you are located in the world. The Gold Business Academy has partnered with Swissgold Market since October 2017, and we can make bold to say it is the best partnership deal for us till date. Over 100 millionaires have been created in less than 2 years through this simple business model. Great, right? Now I present you with samples of our earners from the VIP table, Enyi, and then I present you with sample earnings from a basic table. Now this is a sample earning from a basic table and a preliminary basic table. Now this is an example of a start table earner, another start table earner. This is an example of a basic table earner. Now here is another example of a basic table earner. Here is a multiple earner from the basic table who earned 4.4 million in just 38 days. Yes, it's easy to do. You too can do even better than this guy. Now another multiple earner who has earned about 5.5 million in just 50 days. Guys, trust me, if you want to earn in lesser days than this lady, you can do it. This is another serial earner, Prisker, who has earned about 9.4 million in just 4 months. Now, for the big boys who like it big, who like the money to come in bigger chunks, now this is an example of a VIP earner. Now, this is another example of a VIP plus earner. Now, for the big boys, the bigger boys, this is an example of a VIP plus earner. I'm sure you like this figure, right? An interesting figure, I must say. See, I could go on and on with a list of our past earners from the business. Now, these are samples of credit alerts or proof of payment from the business. You can also choose to receive your funds in any currency you choose. Kirill's story is one we can't stop talking about. She was able to move her family from Nigeria to Canada for further studies with income from the Swiss gold market in just 1 year. Now there is work to be done, guys. If you think the rewards you have seen on the screen so far are mouth-watering enough for you to become a partner of the company, then roll up your sleeves, get a cup of coffee, and let's talk real business. Now that we have given you real testimonies of real earners who are just everyday people like you, let's talk about your own success story, which will begin with one single step. Do you really, really, do you really want to change your story? If you want to change your story, why do you want to change your story? Now, what will some extra 7 figures do for you at the end of this month? Now, I ask you these questions because they're very important before you come into this business. Your decision at the end of the presentation will determine that. So, how can you earn in millions just like them? Let's proceed to the business program. Before we proceed to the business program proper, if you have any questions or anything you want, any questions based on everything we've talked about, please use the comment section to drop your questions. Use the comment section to drop your questions and we'll respond as soon as possible. Within the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes, you'll get a response to your question. Now we move into the business presentation of the Swiss Gold Marketing Plan. This section of the training is important to those who want to own investment gold bars and build a residual income with the company. Now please take note at this junction, if your intention is just to buy raw gold and if you just want to buy raw gold and sell, then you don't need this section of the training. All you have to do is contact us with the details at the bottom of this video after the training. Contact us with the details at the bottom of this training and for details on how to get started. But do take note that you might be missing out on a life-changing opportunity. You might be missing out on a life-changing opportunity in this program. The various proofs of earning you saw earlier on the screen were made from the investment gold marketing plan. So do not hope to earn all of that if your intention is just to buy and sell gold. Now before we proceed, I would also like to please ask you, do not forget to subscribe at the end of use the subscribe button to subscribe to this to subscribe to our channel so that you can get updates on our new videos and every other thing you need to learn about the business. Now, the Swiss Gold Market gives you an opportunity to buy investment gold bars of up to 100 grams directly from the online gold shop, or you can choose to buy it cheaper through the marketing program. Now, there are 4 major bonus programs on the Swiss Gold Market: the Start, Basic, VIP, and VIP Plus. We showed you earnings or earners from each of this table earlier on in this webinar. Now we're going to go into details on how they achieved all these earnings. How did they come by all of those earnings? How did they earn them? What did they do to earn them? Now you can choose to start with any one of these programs, or you can decide to run all four programs simultaneously. I'll explain them one after the other. Now, if you wish to go with the start program, you will need a prepayment of 200 euros, after which you will earn 540 euros three times in three cycles. That gives you a total of 1,800 euros. If you wish to go with the basic program, you will need a prepayment of 740 euros, after which you will earn 2,100 euros three times in three cycles. Now that gives you a total of 7,000 euros. If you wish to start with a VIP program, you will need a prepayment of 2,800 euros so that you can earn uh, 2,800 euros, so that in all of the three cycles you would have earned 28,000 euros. If you wish to start with the VIP Plus program, you would need to make a prepayment of 9,850 euros, so that in all of your three cycles you would have earned 98,000 euros. Now, like I said earlier, every customer is allowed to have more than one order at a time. Now, when you sign up, this for any of these four packages will give you a gold bullion account to store your gold. You're going to have your own online web store where you can buy, sell, and track your sales. And then you would also be entitled to administrative fees. You would also have access to earn from the accumulative business program. Now, when you sign up, this is what a table of order looks like. When you sign up, you're buying into, or you're making a prepayment on a table of order, and this is what a table of order looks like. On a table of order, we have level 1, level 2, and level 3. Now, you don't earn until you hit level 3. Now, this is how it happens. Usually there are four empty cells on every table. When you come into a table, you will always find four empty cells. Now, when you come in, you're expected to go into one of the empty cells you can see on the screen. You're expected to go into one of the empty cells on the screen. Now, there is no limit on whom you can recruit. You can recruit people from any part of the world. There is no limit on anybody from any part of the world can join your table. There is no limit on country. There's no restriction on country. If you have somebody you want to bring into the business from China and you probably stay in Kenya, good and fine, it's possible. All you have to do is get the person to make a prepayment to the company, and the person is slotted into one of these cells. It doesn't matter what country the person is coming from. Now, when you come in, you can see on the screen, this is you. We're assuming this is you. You have just made your prepayment, so you have been slotted into one of the empty four cells above your sponsor. Now, your sponsor for this training is Adam. As you can see, Adam has invited you. Adam is probably from Nigeria and you are probably from Ghana, England, wherever. But the important thing is that you have been able to make a prepayment, and Adam has slotted you into one of his own empty cells. Now, take note that in Swissgold Market, tables are usually filled from the left to the right. Tables are usually filled from left to the right. That is why you were slotted into this place and not this place. So when Ewa, this is Ewa, if Ewa decides to recruit somebody today, or when Ewa eventually recruits someone, that person is going to come into this cell where my cursor is pointing. The person is going to be fixed into this cell, and then the next person that would come will be fixed into this second cell. I hope that's clear enough. If that's not clear, please drop your question in the comment box. Remember, you are never alone on the table. Apart from you, there are other people who also involve new orders. Now, when the four slots on the first level are filled in the way it is shown in the picture, when four slots are filled in the way it is shown on the picture, Okay, guys, sorry. Back to what we were saying. Now, when you come in, the four slots are filled up. Now, when the four slots are filled up with other investors like you see that it's said that the table is filled up. The table closes, and then the person at the head of table, which that is the level three, the person at the head of the table cycles out. So when you hear someone ask you, have you cycled out? It means have your table been filled with a total of 7 persons, which includes you. Now you can't earn from the Swiss Gold table until you cycle out. Now, if you, as you can see on this table, we're going to be working with the basic table. We're going to use the basic table for as our example all through this training. Uh, because the basic table is the most common table, is the most popular table. So we're going to use it as an example. Now, let's assume the table is filled up. This is what happens when your table fills up. When the table fills up, when the four slots are filled up on the table, Paul cycles out. As you can see, the table splits into two or into three different parts. A T section arises so that the table can split. When the table splits, Paul goes away. Paul cycles out. Paul goes on to earn 2,100 euros. Now, when Paul earns 2,100 euros, the table splits into two. Adam goes on his way, Ewa goes on her way. Now, as Adam goes on his way with his two referrals, automatically another four slots is created above Adam on his table. Another four slots is automatically created. You see what? Take a look at my cursor. You see where my cursor is pointing. Now, these are the four slots, the four new slots that will be created automatically when the table breaks into two different parts. So like you can see, Paul goes on to earn 2,100 euros. It is said that Paul has earned 2,100 euros in his first cycle. This is Paul's first cycle of earning. Now, Paul moves on to go and earn again. Automatically, he's going to be placed on another table for a second round. Now, this is you. It is assumed that you have progressed. Adam have progressed. You have been able to get your two people, and the other person on Adam's table got his own two people also. In the same manner, the table splits again so that Adam can go off and go and earn his own 2,100 euros. Remember, Adam is your upline. Adam is your sponsor. Adam brought you into the business. Remember from the initial picture that we have here. You see, this is you, this is Adam. And on the second one, you can see the table splits. Paul goes off. Adam becomes the head of the table. This is you and the second referral Adam brought into the business. So now once this happens, Adam becomes the head of the table. Once again, as the table fills up, you have brought your own two customers. Plot 3 or plot here has brought his own two customers. The table splits again for Adam. Adam moves to go and get his own first cycle, and then you become the head of the table. Now, this is what happens if you have become the head of the table. Look at my cursor. Look at where my cursor is pointing. Automatically, remember the four new slots that are created above you on the table. Now, when the four people come into this four slots that you have brought in, your table becomes filled up. Then you will break off just in the way we saw in the previous diagrams. The table will split up. See where my cursor is pointing? It splits up into two halves here. Now this is you go off and you earn your first round. Automatically you enter into one of these cells. You can see where my cursor is pointing. There is always a table waiting for you. There's always a table, an existing table waiting for you. There will never be a time where there will be no table waiting. There will always be a table waiting. Now, when you earn your first round, automatically you enter into one of these four slots here. Depending on which of these, look at my cursor, see the two people is pointing. Depending on which of these two people brought you in, you automatically go into one of those slots. Now, when you go into one of those slots, as you progress on this table, as more people come from this first table, look at where my cursor is pointing, this first table. As more people come in or close their tables from these first diagrams, they come to join any of these slots, and you guys keep moving up and up. You keep moving until you get to this position where my cursor is pointing. When you get to this position again, you close the table again, you earn the second round. When that happens, you move into the cycle again, you move into the third cycle, and the process continues. As more people cycle out on their second earning here, they come to join you on this third table. Now, once this third table is filled up, you earn again. Now, for this diagram, this is actually talking about the start table. As you can see, the earning on the start table is 540 euros. So for this figure here, let's say you earn 540 euros, assuming you are on the start table. You earn 540 euros, you move again, you second round, you earn another 540 euros on the second round. You move again, you earn another 540 euros on the third. You earn 540 euros on the second round, and then on the third round you're not going to earn 540 euros, as you can see on the third round. On the third round you're actually going to earn about 720 euros. Yes, so why is that? Why is that the third round is different from the first and the second round? Now, in the third round you're going to earn 720 euros instead of 540 euros. Now, what happens is this: automatically, depending on who brought you into the business, they must have told you you don't just earn 3 times, you earn till infinity. Now, this is what happens if you're earning till infinity. If you're going to earn till infinity, what happens is that on your third round, which is usually more than the first and the second round, the system automatically deducts 200 euros from your earning on the third round to start the cycle all over for you again. So the third round you'll be cycling out with 520 euros, and then the system automatically uses 200 euros to place you on another table for another cycle to begin again. Now, this is for the basic program. On the basic program, what happens is in the first round, just like we had on the start table, on the basic program, the first round you earn 2,100 euros, second round you earn 2,100 euros, third round you earn 2,800 euros. So automatically the system deducts 700 euros and uses it to place you on another table again for the third round. Now, for you see, when you get the 2,100 euros, just like it has been on the other tables, you automatically move it again to go and earn the third round. And it's the same procedure for people on the VIP table, where you earn 8,250 euros the first time, 8,250 the second time, and then 11,000 euros the third time. So this third round, in the third cycle, you automatically 2,800 euros is deducted, so that it is used to place you on another table for another round, for the cycle to repeat itself all over again. And it happens like that for the VIP plus table, as you can see. On the VIP plus table, the first earning is 29,400 euros, second earning is 29,400 euros, but the third earning is actually 39,200 euros, from which 9,850 euros will be deducted to start the cycle all over for you again. Now, when you come in, remember, we are all customers. Everybody is a customer. You're allowed to place order on any of the table according to the commercial law. The company automatically uses it to buy gold bars for you. So the moment you make a prepayment, you enter into partnership with the company. You enter into partnership with the company, and you're expected to attract at least two new customers. If you want to go into the investment, if you want to go into the Swiss Gold marketing program, you need to invite at least two new customers. In return, the company is going to give you a bonus for your work. You're going to be paid for your work, and then it's actually you're going to be paid, the company is going to pay you by helping you to purchase gold bars at a cheaper rate. So once the entire condition, once the condition is fulfilled on your own part, the company fulfills its own part of the condition. You get your gold bars, and you can use your gold bars to receive money if you don't want to. Now, how does that work? What do you do when you're being given bonus in gold? Because actually, when you earn the bonuses, you don't earn cash directly. What happens is your actually company uses your the bonus you have earned, the company uses it to purchase gold bars for you. Now you can decide if you do not want to receive gold bars, if you want to receive gold bars, or if you do not want to receive gold bars. Now you have options. There are three basic options on what you can do with your gold bars when the company purchases it for you. One, you can decide to keep the gold in the UBS bank, that's in the Swiss Gold vaults in Germany. You can decide to store your gold there. Now, if you decide to use that option, a monthly fee of 0.1% of the gold's value, which is totally an annual value of 1.2%, will be will be deducted from your gold bars. That's the actual gold value in euros, will be deducted from your gold bars, from the gold bars you have stored in the Swiss Gold vault. So you can decide that you do not want cash, you just want to store it as gold, so pending whenever you think you would need the money. Now, secondly, you can ask the company to send the gold to your place of living through insured mail. Now, the insured mail used is mostly DHL. Now, it's not a regular mail service, it's an insured mail service because we're talking about a precious metal, not a letter. So you can be rest assured that it's going to be pretty expensive, a bit expensive, a bit more expensive than the regular mail. Now, or the third option, which is the most popular option, you can decide to sell the gold back to the company for cash. You can decide to sell your gold back to the company and tell the company, okay, to buy the gold back from you, and it takes just a few seconds to do that. The company buys it back from you, automatically it's converted to the euro value, the cash equivalent in euros on the system, so that you can cash it out. Now, what do you do when, assuming you have chosen to sell your gold back to the company, and you don't want the gold bars, you just want it in cash? What can you do? How do you cash out your money? Now, there are three different ways you can cash out your money. Also, you can decide to sell your currency, to sell your money as coupons. Coupons are actually figures that are generated on the system, that can be used in place of money, that can be used as cash or for internal transactions between partners of the Swiss Gold market. That means probably you have, this is how it works, probably you have a new member coming into the business. Instead of the new member paying the money to the company, the new member can pay the money directly to you, and then you can generate a coupon code from the system. You can generate a coupon code from your account. As long as there is money, euros in your account, you can generate the coupon from the system based on the value the person has paid you, and then the person will use the codes, the coupon codes, to place an order on his own account. Now, this does not work at the standard CBN or central bank rate. We have our own internal team currency. Every team has a black market rate, a team black market rate. So we have our own standard team rate at which we sell. Of course, it is definitely far better or higher than the regular central bank rate. So this is usually the most preferred option for most customers. They prefer to sell off their earnings as coupons to new intakes or to anyone who needs it for whatever reason on the system. Now, secondly, you can decide to transfer the money to your bank account. The Swiss Gold company will pay you in any currency you choose. It will be paid to you at the parallel market rate for your country's currency value at that time. So and this usually happens within 24 hours. Within 24 hours, if you decide that the company should pay it to your local bank account, the company directly um, can pay it to you directly within 24 hours in whatever bank account you choose, or you put into the you write you give them to pay you. Thirdly, you can decide to get a MasterCard, a Swiss Gold MasterCard. It can be issued to you, and then I usually do not advise this because your regular MasterCard can do almost everything this card can do. So especially if you're in Nigeria, I don't know about your country, but in Nigeria, your regular MasterCard can do almost anything this other MasterCards can do. And this would attract charges. So I usually do not advise this method. But if you want this method, still good and fine for you. Now, this is what your back office would look like when you earn. This is what your back office would look like. As you can see on this screen, this is somebody's back office with money in his account. This person has obviously earned before. As you can see, he has obviously earned before in his euro account, but he still has looks like he has earned his second round, as you can see. Now, if you take a look at the section called storage, you will see that there is 12 grams written there. Now that means this person has not yet converted his second earning to cash. He has not converted his second earning to cash. Once he decides what to do with it, whether he wants to convert it to cash or whether he wants to receive it in gold, he would give the company instructions on what to do with his 12 grams of gold. If he decides to convert it to cash, it will appear in the cash value will appear in this blue box. If he decides to receive it, the company would of course charge him for delivery fee, and it will be sent to him in any part of the world where he resides. Now, there are other withdrawal options, as you can see. For those who do Bitcoin and Co, you can decide to receive with Bitcoin. You can use your if you have a domiciliary account, you can decide to receive the money in euros directly or in dollars directly, depending on you, depending on what your domiciliary account is domiciled, what currency your domiciliary account was opened with. Now, if your domiciliary account was opened with euros or dollars, depending, you can ask the company to pay into your domiciliary account. But remember, payment into domiciliary account attracts a charge of 36 euros. Now, but payment into your local bank account attracts no charges. Bitcoin attracts no charges, and the other online payment methods for those who know how to do all of that. Now, that is all for the bonus program. That is all for those who want to just earn on the bonus program. The bonus program is actually instant money that you can make instantly once a table fills up. There is no go come, no story, nothing. Once you earn instantly. The result is immediate, is effective, is immediate. You get your cool cash and you go your way. Now, if you want to go further than the bonus program, there is also another program called the leadership program. Now, this is for those who want to make passive income from the business. If you want to earn passive income from the business, then you need to look into the leadership program. But unfortunately, the leadership program only covers the basic table, the VIP table, and the VIP plus table. We go into details on how to earn on the leadership program. Now, the leadership program is simple. For you to enter into the leadership program, this is what happens. First of all, you must be on at least the basic table. This is not for the start table earners. No, this has nothing to do with start table. You must be on the basic main table. If you're on the basic table, this is what is expected of you before you can be qualified into the leadership program is to ensure that one, you have closed your table. Two, the six direct referrals under you have closed their own tables. Now, once this is done, you automatically qualify into the leadership program. I hope that is clear. If that is not clear, please drop your question in the comment box and you'll get a response within the next 5 minutes. Now, let's move on. That is for the basic main table. Now, if you are going on the VIP or the VIP Plus program, what is expected for you to do to qualify into the leadership program is very simple. Ensure that you and your two immediate direct referrals have earned. Once you and your two immediate direct referrals have earned, you automatically qualify into the leadership program. You automatically qualify into the leadership program. Now we move. When you look at this, you're going to see a ladder. This ladder shows the different levels in the SwissGold leadership program. We have levels 1 to 15 on the screen. We have levels 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 15, and then on the right hand side you will see we have 20 euros, 25 euros, 30 euros, 35 up to 75 euros. Now what this means, this actually determines how much you earn per point that you accumulate on the leadership program. I'll explain that. This shows how much you earn per point you accumulate. Now this means if you are on level 1, you're going to earn 20 euros per point. If you are on level 2, you will earn 25 euros per point. If you're on level 3, you will earn 30 euros per point. If you are on level 15, you will earn 75 euros per point. I hope that is clear. Now, if that is clear, now what does the middle one stand for? The middle one stands for the total number of points you have accumulated on the leadership program over time. Now, you can see level 1 means you have accumulated less than 100 points over time. Level 2 means you have accumulated less than 100 points. Level 3 means you have accumulated less than 300 points, and it continues like that. Level 15 means you have accumulated at least 1 million points on level 15. Now it says here the points in your career always aggregate. Points in your career always aggregate. Here there is nothing like wiping of points, there is nothing like balancing of legs. All those things don't exist here. Each time somebody earns in your network, you accumulate points. How it works is when somebody in your network closes a table, automatically some points are accrued to you depending on that table. If you are on that table and somebody on that table earns, some points are automatically accrued to you. Now let us assume, let's use the basic main table for example. On the basic main table, you have some people in your network who have been doing so well or who have been trying their best to do so well. Now one of them eventually closes a table and earns his 2,100 euros. Now what this means for you is the system is going to calculate 2,100 euros minus the 10% that is deducted for earners on the leadership, for leaders on the leadership program. Now it's actually 15% now. It's been increased to 15%. That means for everybody that earns in on the network, 15% of the person's earning is deducted for the leadership program. Now when let's use the old value of, for example, which is 10%. Now let's say you earned, somebody in your network earns 2,100 euros. Just like, can you see where my cursor is pointing? This is 2,100 euros. The person just earned 2,100 euros, and the system automatically deducts 10% from it. Now that gives a total of 1,890 euros. Now with this 1,890 euros, the company is going to purchase gold for that person. Now the system also goes on further to say 1,890 euros that was used to purchase gold for that person will be divided by 500. 500 is a constant. Don't bother your head about where the 500 was derived from. It's a constant. Now 500 will be used to divide 1,890 euros. Now if this is done, automatically it gives you 3.78 points. Now that means you, whom is the leader of that team, has automatically earned 3.78 points. I hope that is clear enough. It means you have earned 3.78 points. Now, how does this translate to cash for you? Let's assume you are on the first level. You are still growing in the business. You're still on the first level of the leadership program. Now, remember what I said earlier. On the first level means you have accumulated less than 100 points in your total Swissgold career timeline, and then that means you're going to be earning 20 euros per point. That means you're going to be earning 20 euros per point. So on the first level of the leadership program, you get 20 euros per point. That assuming somebody in your team just earned 3.78 points, what the system is going to do is to calculate 20 times 3.78 points. 20 times 3.78 points, that should give you 75.6 euros. That means because somebody in your team just closed his table, you are going to automatically earn 75.6 euros. I hope that is clear. Now let's move on to the second level. Assuming you are now on the second level of the leadership program, and you made somebody in your team just earned. Now, because you're on the second level, of course, you're going to be earning more euros per point. So what this translates to is 25 times 3.78. The system is going to do 25 times 3.78, which is going to give you 95.5 euros. That means you automatically earn 94.5 euros for one person who has just closed a table in your network, and it goes on and on like that. So let's just assuming you are on level 15. Let's say you're on level 15 and somebody in your team just earned on the basic table. How much do you think you would earn? But somebody should please calculate that and drop that in the comment box. Let's see. Calculate that. Assuming somebody in your team has just earned on the basic table and you are on level 15, how much do you think you will earn? Calculate that and drop it for us in the comment section. Let's see. I just want to use this to know if you are following. Okay, what it means is, if you the answer is, if you are on the on level 15 of the leadership program and somebody in your network has just earned on the basic table, what that translates to in euros for you is 283.5 euros. That means you will be earning 283.5 euros for every person in your network who earns on the basic table. Now you can see the difference. While somebody on level 15 is earning 283.5 euros per person in his network, somebody on level 1 is earning just 75.6 euros. So you see, it's worthy of note, isn't it? It's the higher you go, the more money you make on the leadership program. So I want to change the slide. I want to move on to the next slide. I am just hoping I've been able to do justice to this section. If you do not understand it, please at this junction drop your questions in the comment box. Drop your questions in the comment box. In the next 5 minutes, we'll respond to your questions in the next 5 minutes. So remember, we still have the VIP tables and the VIP Plus tables. So I'll take the VIP table for example, just like we did on the basic table 2. We have 8,250 euros, which has just been earned by somebody in your network. Let's assume you're on the VIP table, you have closed your table, you are qualified into the leadership program. Somebody in your network has just earned 8,250 euros. Now, what the system will do is just like it did on the basic table, it will deduct 10% of it, so that the person will have 7,425 euros, and then the company will use 7,425 euros to purchase gold for the person. Now, when this is done, it's going to be divided by a constant of 500, and when this constant is divided, is used to divide the 7,425, the person automatically gives you 14.85 points. That means you will have 14.85 points for having somebody on your table earn, for somebody in your network earning on this table. Now, assuming you're on level 1, the same procedure takes place. If you're on level 1, that means you're going to be earning 20 euros per point. So 20 times 14.85 will give you 297 euros. Compare this to level 1 earning on the basic table. You can see somebody on the basic table. Let's go back. This is back to the basic table. You can see somebody on level 1 on the basic table is earning 75.6 euros, while somebody on level 1 on the VIP table is earning 297 euros per table closed in his network. So you see the difference is very, very clear. That means, of course, the higher the table, the more money you make, but of course the more work you have to do. Now, on the second level of the leadership program, assuming you're on the second level, what it means is you're going to be earning 25 times 14.85. That's going to give you a total of 371.25 euros. 371.25 euros. Now, assuming you're on level 15 on the VIP Plus programs, how much do you think you would earn? Assuming you're on level 15 on the VIP Plus program, that means you're going to be earning 75 euros times 14.85, right? So how much do you think? Somebody should punch that on the calculator and give us the value. That means you're going to be earning 75 euros times 14.85 points that you are earning for somebody closing his table in your network. How much is that? Do the mathematics and let us. Please drop it in the comment box. Let's see if you are following. Okay, now the value is actually 1,113.75 euros. It's actually 1,113.75 euros. Now that means for somebody on level 15, will earn 1,113.75 euros, while somebody on level 1 is earning just 297 points. So you can see what it literally means is the higher your position on the leadership network, the more money you make per point earned. Now that is all for the leadership program. I hope I've also been able to do justice to that section of the training. If you have any questions, please drop it in the comment box. In the next 5 minutes, we will respond to your question as soon as possible. And then please also do not forget to subscribe to this channel so that you can get more videos for more trainings, team updates and events, or whatever it is that we have to share with you. Please subscribe to our channel so that you can benefit more or learn more with us as we progress in the business. Now we move on to the last stage of the business program, which is the rewards. What are the rewards? Yes, there are still more to make. There are still more things to gain. Apart from the bonus program, the leadership program, there is also the reward program. You see, SwissGold is bigger than just earning bonuses. Now let's move on to the reward program. What does the reward program have to offer you? We have pins, we have gold wristwatches, we have gold pens, we have pendants, we have a lot of things that awaits you on the reward program. Now, apart from all those things, you are also entitled from the moment you hit level 11 12, 13, and 14. You are entitled to a specific brand of the latest Mercedes Benz, depending on the class of Mercedes Benz that you fall into. Now, we've had three people from Nigeria who were the first in the world, entire Swiss Gold worldwide, to win these Mercedes Benz. Yes, I'm proud to say that Nigerians were the first to win this Mercedes Benz in the entire world. Three people from Nigeria. One of them is on the screen there. If you look at the screen, you will see John Mukoro. This is one of the beneficiaries of the Mercedes Benz class. He actually hit level 11 in just 9 months. Wow! In just 9 months, he hit the 11th level, which was the highest level as at 2017. Now, it was after then that Swiss Gold added level 12, 13 to 15. Now, he was the first person to hit level 11 in just 9 months, John Mukuru. Now, there are other people who the other two who are people from Nigeria. One of them is a lady, the other one is a guy. They were the first people to hit the to get these Mercedes Benz cars from the Swiss Gold company. So when you hit level 1, level 11, 12, 13, and 14, you're entitled to the latest model of Mercedes Benz, whether S class or E class or C class, depending on what level you are on. Now, there are other reward programs that come on level 1, level 2. You can get gold pens, gold pins, and you can even get travel tickets. Yes, from level 6, from level 7 above, you're entitled to an international one round trip ticket to an international event of the Swiss Gold company, apart from the MacBook that you're going to get on level 7. On level When you hit level 8, you're entitled to Swiss Gold embedded 24 karat gold embedded wristwatches and a MacBook Pro, and of course another event ticket to any Swiss Gold event. When you hit level 9, you're entitled to an unforgettable vacation for 2 people with an emerald pin. On level 10, you're entitled to an Apple office with a gold air ticket for a vacation. Level 11, you're entitled to a compact car, a Mercedes, a beautiful Mercedes Benz class car with an air gold ticket to any event. Level 12, same thing, another brand of Mercedes Benz. Level 13, a premium brand of Mercedes Benz with an air gold ticket to any event free of charge. Level 14, you're entitled to a supercar, Mercedes Benz class car with an air gold ticket to any event of Swiss Gold all over the world. And then level 15, finally, now this is the big one, you're entitled to a house of your dream in any part of the world. Once you hit level 15, boy, you are the biggest boy in the Swiss Gold market. You are entitled to a house of your choice in any part of the world where you choose. Now, apart from that, there are leadership cruise contests that are organized every year. Every year, the company organizes a leadership cruise for leaders in the company. Now, the top 15 leaders are usually chosen. There of course, there are criteria. There are usually tasks that are set for everyone to accomplish. Then the top 15 leaders who accomplish these tasks are chosen and taken for a leadership cruise, depending on what part of the world the company has chosen to visit for that year. Now, 2019, where are we heading in 2019? Where will the company be heading for the leadership cruise in 2019? We have a beautiful ship here on the screen, and I'm sure you would like to be on this ship in 2019. So this is where we're going. 7 days cruise ship on the Mediterranean Sea. Now, the countries that you would see include Greece, Croatia, Turkey, Cyprus, Bulgaria. All expense paid trip to these countries on the Mediterranean Sea on a beautiful cruise ship. Now, guys, the contest has just started for 2019, and you can still qualify for this event. Remember, you need to be on at least the basic main table. At least the basic main table for you to qualify for this event. Contact the team leader with the contact details at the bottom of this page so that you can get details on how to qualify for this trip. If you wish to qualify for this trip, please be ready to work. It's not going to come free of charge, of course. No free lunch and free town. It's not going to come free of charge. Be ready to work hard for it. Now, if you are ready, look at the bottom of this page. You're going to see contact details to contact the team leader of the diamond team so that you can get full details on how we can work with you to qualify for this trip. A lot of people always ask me, what is the best package to start with? First of all, generally, we always advise, let your goals and your dreams guide you. What kind of income will come from this business that would make your effort worth the trouble? Is it 1,250,000, 3.6 million, 14 million? What difference will earning any of these monthly make in your life? The truth is, how badly do you really want this? Trust me, if you really mean business and you really want to go far with this business, I always advise people start with a basic main program. It's the best place to start. Trust me. Don't look at the start program. It looks cheap, yes, less risk, yes, but trust me, it's just a waste of time. If you really want to go far with this business, start with a basic program, because every benefit, all the effort, stress you're going to go through with the start program, it's still the same effort you will make on the basic table. But that's one thing a lot of people do not understand. The same effort you make on a small table is the same effort you make on a big table. Now, if you want to reduce risk, I'd always tell you, don't go for the VIP table, don't go for the VIP plus table. Come back to the basic table. Start with the basic table. Then you can move with your team. As you grow on the basic table, you move with your team into the VIP table and into the VIP plus table eventually. So the basic program, the basic main table is the best place to start. Is the best place to start if you want my opinion on this. Now let's talk about your challenges. Fear is the number one. Fear of failure. I always tell people, you are scared not because the business is going to fail. You are scared because you are not sure you're going to work hard enough to make it work. You are scared that you are lazy or you're not strong enough. Let's not say lazy, because for some people it might not be lazy, some may not actually be lazy, but they just are not courageous enough. Yes, let's put it that way. They're just not courageous enough to come into the business. So the fear of failure comes from the fact that you have not encouraged yourself enough to do or to get up from your comfort zone and do something a bit extraordinary so that you can get what you really deserve in life. Fear of failure. Fear that you're not going to work hard enough to make this business work, because whether you believe it or not, like it or not, people are making millions from this business every day. People are cycling out from tables every day and cashing out with millions depending on their currency. So if you really mean business, you need to put aside fear of failure, because that fear of failure is not coming from the fact that the business is not a successful business or the business is not working, because the business is workable, has been working for a lot of people, and we still keep working in years and years to come. Come back to this place, come back to this page in the next 20 years. You're still going to see more testimonies of more people who have come into the business after you left and who have come in, done a lot of wonders with this business, turned their lives around with the same business that you have been scared to start. So the fear of failure is coming from fear within you that you are not going to push hard enough to make it work. Because truly, if you push hard enough, like every successful person in this business, it will work for you. There is no story on that. Now, Robert Kiyosaki said, I have never met a rich person who has never lost money, but I have met a lot of poor people who have never lost a dime. The primary difference between the rich and the poor is how they handle fear in investment. Have a positive mindset about investment. You can never be rich if you are too scared of losing money. So show me one rich man who has never lost money, and I'll show you a poor man. True. Now, avoiding the phrase I don't have time will soon help you to realize that you do have enough time needed for just about anything you choose to accomplish in life. I know a lot of people who are doing 10 businesses, 15 businesses, and trust me, if you bring another business like the SwissGold business to them, they are still ready to sit down, look into it, and see how they can adapt it into their current schedule. So how many jobs do you have? How many businesses are you doing already that you're already saying you don't have time? Because the truth, if you really, really want to do it, you will do it. There is enough time for you to do as much as 10, 20 businesses in the world today if you really mean to. Now, if you're saying you don't have time, it simply means you are making enough money, and if you're making enough money, I don't even see any reason why you should be on this page in the first place. You shouldn't even be here, because this place is for people who are still looking for more and more ways to make more money for themselves. So if you are saying you don't have time, then you shouldn't even be on this page in the first place. If you really want to do this, trust me, you have more than enough time. If you're working somewhere where you do not have time to breathe or drink water, trust me, you don't have a job. You're just enslaving yourself for another man. And even if that is what you're doing, please make sure that that job that is taking up the whole of your time, the whole of everything about you, that's taking up everything about you, please make sure that that job pays you enough to live the kind of life that you want to live. If that job is not paying you enough to live the kind of life that you want to live, my friend, my dear, you do not have a job. Please have a rethink. Have a rethink on what you're actually doing with yourself, because the truth is, time waits for no one. Another challenge a lot of people pose to themselves is, I don't have money. But is it really true that you don't have money? If you had an emergency today that really needs money, what would you do? If you had an emergency, probably you have somebody in the hospital, God forbid, probably somebody in the hospital and that needs urgent attention. Think about it. Where would you get money from? Now, that is the truth about life. We only wait until there are emergencies before we begin to tune our brains to actually react. Making money is a matter of emergency. Making money is a matter of urgency. You don't have to wait until there is an emergency before you begin to think of how to get money, before you begin to make desperate moves to make money for yourself. Always prepare for the rainy days. Find a way to get money. If you really, really want to do this business, trust me, I am 100% sure you will find a way to raise money. If you really want to do something, you will find a way. If you don't want to do it, you will find an excuse. Now, that is Jim Rohn. I have this leader that used to tell us, you can't make money and make excuses at the same time. If you really want to make money, then you need to put aside excuses and find a way to make that money. If you don't want to make money, if you're not serious, you're just comfortable where you are, you're okay in your comfort zone, you feel where you are is good enough for you, fine. Then make excuses and don't bother to make extra money. So how will I get my 2 referrals? That's one question a lot of people always ask me too. How will I get my 2 referrals? It's very easy, super easy to get 2. All the company is just asking you to do is get 2 referrals. Simple. Now, don't bother your head on how those 2 will get their 2. Your job is simple. Get 2 referrals and you automatically qualify to earn. Now, with 2 referrals, let me put a smile on your face. We also will work with you to ensure that you earn in the shortest time possible. All we need you to do is come to us, work with us, do everything we're doing, and I trust me, you will earn in the shortest time possible. So we have preferred some solutions to you. One, we need you to engage in our weekly radio adverts. We have weekly radio adverts that we run. I don't know your location, I don't know your country, but wherever your location is, whatever your country is, I would you need to find out radio advert how it is being done there. But in Nigeria, well, we have a script for our radio adverts, and all you need to do is contact the team leader, and we're going to give you a script for our radio adverts. We're going to give you a script on what to do, what to say on radio, and how to collect data from the radio advert. More details on that when you contact our team leader. Now, you can also spread the word with our ready-made flyers. They don't need to come to any physical location. All you need to do is use flyers to invite them to our webinars. We have This webinar holds every week and is always available for you every day. But we are always online twice every week to take questions, to take answers, for a live session with you. So all you have to do is use our flyers to invite as many people as possible to this webinar, and then you would take up the rest from there. Now, the third way is you can invite your prospects, of course, on social media. You can use the social media to invite your prospect to join our webinars, just like you just did. Invite them. Use the webinar link to invite them weekly. Find out when we are going to be online for a live session, so that we can always take their questions immediately while you are also online. There are more ways that we use to recruit people, but trust me, these three ways are just enough for you. We have other ways too that we still use, but these three, if you follow these three strategies, trust me, I'll only give you 1 month, just 30 days. You have more than 2 people to come into your business. Now, we have a special promo code that we give out every month. Every month. Now, these promo codes carry different promotions on how we can help you succeed in the business, what contributions we can make to your business, depending on the contributions that you are also coming into the business with. Now, if you look to the bottom of this page, you're going to see a promo code for the month. There is always a different promo code every month. So look at the bottom of this page. You're going to see a promo code that can depending on the content of the promo code, you need to contact the team leader to find out the content of each promo code, or what each promo code can do for you. Now, the promo code can actually we can actually show you how to save up to 200 euros on the basic table, and save up to 100 euros cash back on the start table. Use the promo code below this video to contact the team leader, depending on the contact links that have been put at the description on the description page. Now, at first, remember I talked about I talked about forex trading. We talked about how you can trade gold on forex. Now, this training is 200 euros. We have a special webinar that has been arranged for this training. We have professionals who are going to take you on this training in this special class. For just 200 euros, you can be a part of this class. But if you want to save 200 euros for yourself, contact the team leader with the promo code below. Still use the same promo code to contact our team leader. Ask her how the promo code can help you get a forex scholarship. Now, the first scholarship qualifies you for free 3 days forex bootcamp. On the forex bootcamp, you're going to learn for 3 days you're going to have intensive training sessions with Nigeria's finest forex trainers, and then you're going to have live trading sections, London and New York sessions. You're going to have practical demonstrations with demo trading account. You're going to have interactive fact sections on the webinars. So our trainers are going to be online for these 3 days to put you through and guide you step by step on how to start automated trading on Forex. So that this is actually for people who are also looking forward to how they can make money daily. Remember, on the Forex market, you can make money every day on the Forex market, trading gold on the Forex market. Now we're going to teach you how to trade every day and make money for yourself every day. This is a very important class, guys, and it's not going to go out for free. um, all you need to do is just contact us with a promo code below. See if this scholarship is still available. It's actually a limited time offer. It's only up for a short period. The Forex scholarship is going to be up for a very short period, so contact us as soon as possible, immediately, with the promo code below, to find out if this Forex scholarship is still open for you. Now, $300 trading credit. Now remember, to start a Forex trading account, you need money too. You also need money to start a Forex trading account. Now what we're saying in this context is we're going to give you $300 to trade Forex. Yes, that means whatever errors you make on your first trading month is going to be on us. Whatever errors you make, you're not going to make those errors with your own money. You're going to use our own money to make those mistakes. So find out if this offer is still available. It's a limited time offer. I can't say as at the time. I can't really say for now if it is still available. Please use the current promo code below at the bottom of this page to find out if this offer is still available for you, and to see how you can take advantage of it to get a $300 in your live trading account. Guys, I didn't say demo, I said live trading account. $100 free of charge for you. Okay, so let's round up the class now with an entrepreneurial fact, which says that there will be good times and bad times in businesses, but one thing will always remain true: consistency always wins. If you go into business with an instant gratification mindset, you're bound to fail. There is no fast money in long-term business. Now this is a long-term business. SwissGold Market is not a short-time business. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme. Please, guys, don't come here with a get-rich-quick scheme. I see a lot of people who come to me to say, I just want I'll put my money and it will be doubling. It will be doubling. We don't double money here. We are not money doublers. We don't have a money printing machine that prints money for people. We do business. We buy and sell 24 karat gold, and then we make prepayments to run the Swiss Gold marketing program. So this is a business of human resources, and a business of human resources is not a short time business. It's a business you need to build consciously, make conscious efforts to build. It's not a business where you come in today and you expect to start making money instantly, immediately. No. It might happen like that for some people. Yes, it has happened for some people within a very short time, but remember, everybody's ability is different. For me, I made my first earning in the Swiss Gold market in just 2 weeks. For me, it happened in 2 weeks, but for some other people, it happened in 1 month. For some others, it could happen in 1 year. It all depends on you. How much effort are you willing to put in to get what you want? Of course, the more effort you put in, the shorter the time it takes for you to earn. I put in a lot of effort when I came in, a lot of effort, and I'm still making such efforts every day. I put in a lot of effort because I didn't have the time to waste. I didn't have the luxury of time to keep my money on the system for a very long time. I needed the money to solve a lot of problems, and I needed that money to come back with a lot of profits. So I made a lot of effort to make sure that I got my money back with profits within a very short time. Now I have my strategies. I have a lot of I have so many things that I did at the initial stage when I joined. So you can still contact the team leader, contact us with the details at the bottom of this page if you want more personal training, mentoring on how you can earn fast in this business. It's very easy, guys. You can earn in this business in 24 hours, you can earn in 7 days, you can earn in 2 weeks, you can earn in 1 month. It all depends on you. The choice is yours. If you want it good, if you want it fast, you can get it fast. If you want it slow, you can get it slow. There is no time limit on when you can earn in Swiss Gold. There is no time limit on when you can earn, or how many days you must have been in the business before you can earn. No such thing in the Swiss Gold market. If you close your table today, you earn today. If you close your table in 24 hours, you earn in 24 hours. And of course, if you just come in, do nothing, and just wait for the system to double your money, my dear, you're sitting on a very long time. Okay, guys, first I want to encourage you all to register with the company. We've come to the end of this webinar. First of all, you need to ask yourself, why are you doing this? Do you really know why you want to do this? It's a very critical question. Ask yourself, why are you doing this? Do you even know why you're working? Why are you working? Do you know what you want to achieve? What do you want to achieve with this business? I have so many things I want to write it down on paper. It's better you write down your goals on paper than to just have them in your head. I have my goals for 2019, for 2020. I have them written down on paper, and that is why I work every day. When I pick up that paper and I look at my goals, I look at the things I want to achieve, I can't help but work harder. It propels me to work harder and harder in making sure that my Swiss Gold business works for me and for my team members. It drives me. It's a motivating factor. So you need to know, first of all, write down your dreams and your goals on a piece of paper. What do you want to achieve with this business? How is this business going to help you achieve those goals, those dreams? How is this business going to train you enough to handle those businesses or those goals and dreams that you have set for yourself? So, guys, you've been given an amazing opportunity to work with the Swiss Gold market. Please don't waste it, and I wish you all success. Thank you very much. Please see the bottom of the screen for any information that you want on how to contact me or any other leader in the Diamond team, or how to use our promo codes, how to get promo codes that can assist you. Our promo codes, we change our promo codes every month. We change them every month, and they come with different surprises for you. So the promo codes can help you get discounts, it can help you save money, it can even help you get referrals in some areas depending on what our goals for the month is. So look at the promo code at the bottom of this page, contact the team leader with the current promo code to see how we can help you achieve your aims with the Swiss Gold market this month. Thank you, guys. I look forward to your questions. Have a blessed day.